Once again, I welcome in the course Geotechnical Engineering. So in the last class, what I have discussed, so a quick recap of the last class. So firstly, I have discussed the consolidation settlement, primary consolidation settlement. In primary consolidation settlement, I have discussed the three cases. The first case, when we know the value of void ratio. So if the value of void ratio is known, so we can compute delta H is equal to delta E by 1 plus E naught into H naught. So with the help of this, we can compute the primary consolidation settlement, where delta is the change in void ratio, E naught is the initial void ratio, and H naught is the thickness of clay layer, and delta is the primary consolidation settlement. When coefficient of volume compressibility is known, then delta H is equal to mv into delta sigma dash into H naught, where delta sigma dash is the change in stress, mv is the coefficient of volume compressibility, and delta H naught is the thickness of the clay layer. And the third case, when Cc is known. When Cc is known, so two cases I have discussed. The first one is for normally consolidated soil. So settlement is equal to HCC divided by 1 plus E naught log to the base 10 sigma 0 dash plus delta sigma dash divided by sigma 0 dash, where Cc is the compression index, E naught is the initial void ratio, sigma 0 dash is the effective stress at the middle of the clay layer, and delta sigma dash is the change in effective stress due to the given loading or overburden pressure. Second case, for over consolidated soil. So here I have discussed two cases once again. If the value of sigma 0 dash plus delta sigma dash is less than pre-consolidation stress, and sigma 0 dash plus delta sigma dash is greater than pre-consolidation stress. So the first case, if sigma 0 dash plus delta sigma dash is less than pre-consolidation stress, so in that case consolidation settlement is equal to H into C alpha divided by H into CR divided by 1 plus E naught log 10 sigma 0 dash plus delta sigma dash divided by sigma 0 dash. And the second case, if sigma 0 dash plus delta sigma dash is greater than pre-consolidation stress, so the primary consolidation settlement is H into CR divided by 1 plus E naught log 10 sigma C dash by sigma 0 dash plus H into CC divided by 1 plus E naught log 10 sigma 0 dash plus delta sigma dash divided by sigma C dash. So with the help of this, we can compute the primary consolidation settlement. So today I am going to discuss the secondary consolidation settlement. So secondary consolidation settlement. So we know that the secondary consolidation settlement is mainly due to the plastic rearrangement of soil, and it occurs after primary consolidation settlement, and the secondary consolidation can be computed as S2 degree is equal to H into C alpha divided by 1 plus EF into log T2 by T1. So here h is the height, h is the height at the end of, h is the height at the end of 1 degree consolidation. Similarly, EF is the void ratio at the end of 1 degree consolidation, and C alpha is the secondary consolidation index. Secondary C alpha is the secondary compression, not consolidation, secondary compression index, and T1 is the time taken to complete 1 degree consolidation, and similarly T2 is the time to complete 2 degree consolidation, and C alpha, that is secondary compression index. C alpha can be computed as delta E divided by delta log T. And for normally consolidated soil, C alpha is 4 to 6% of Cc by 1 plus E naught. So this is all about the secondary consolidation, and secondary consolidation is generally computed in highly plastic soil. So 2 degree consolidation is computed in highly plastic soil, and C alpha is 4 to 6% of Cc divided by 1 plus E naught, where Cc is the compression index. So now we have completed the 3 types of consolidation settlement: immediate or elastic settlement, primary consolidation settlement, and secondary consolidation settlement. So the total settlement is the sum of immediate plus primary 1 degree plus 2 degree. So total settlement is immediate plus 1 degree plus 2 degree. So let us take the problem. The first problem of the day. A normally consolidated clay settled by 2 cm when the effective stress was increased from 100 kilopascal to 200 kilopascal. So we have to find the settlements when the effective stress is increased to 400 kilopascal and 800 kilopascal. So here the soil is normally consolidated clay, and the settlement is 2 cm when sigma 0 dash is 100 kilopascal and sigma 0 dash plus delta sigma dash is 200 kilopascal. So we know that for NC soil, for normally consolidated clay, settlement is equal to H into Cc divided by 1 plus E naught log 10 sigma 0 dash plus delta sigma dash divided by sigma 0 dash. So it is 2 centimeter is equal to HCc divided by 1 plus E naught log 10 200 by 100. So HCc divided by 1 plus E naught, HCc divided by 1 plus E naught is equal to 2 divided by log 2 to the base 10. Now we have to find the settlement. Now what will be the settlement if sigma 0 dash is 100 kilopascal and sigma 0 dash plus delta sigma dash is equal to 400 kilopascal. So once again, settlement is equal to 1 degree settlement HCC divided by 1 plus E naught log 10 sigma 0 dash plus delta sigma dash divided by sigma 0 dash. So S 1 degree is equal to SCC divided by 1 plus E naught is 2 divided by log 2 to the base 10 into log it is 400 divided by 100 to the base 10. So we can find log 2 divided by log 2 to the base 10 into log 4 to the base 10. So we can write 2 log to the 2 to the base 10. So it will be cancelled. So the settlement will be 4 centimeter. So when effective stress is increased from 100 kilopascal to 400 kilopascal, so the primary consolidation settlement is 4 centimeter. Second case, when effective stress is increased from 100 kilopascal to sigma 0 dash plus delta sigma dash is 800 kilopascal, then what is the primary consolidation settlement? So once again, primary consolidation settlement is H into Cc divided by 1 plus E naught log sigma 0 dash plus delta sigma dash divided by sigma 0 dash to the base 10. So it will be 2 by log 2 to the base 10 into log, it will be 800 divided by 100. So we can write 2 divided by log 2 to the base 10 into log 8 to the base 10. So we can write 2 to the power 3. So it will be 2 into 3 into log 2 to the base 10 divided by log 2 to the base 10. So it will be cancelled. So the settlement will be 6 centimeter. So when stress increase from 100 to 400, the settlement initial primary consolidation settlement will be 4 centimeter, and once the stress increase from 100 to 800 kilopascal, so the primary consolidation settlement will be 6 centimeter. Second question that is asked in Civil Services Examination 2000. At a given site with the soil profile as shown below. This is the soil profile is given. Calculate the settlement that will occur if the water table drops to elevation minus 6 meter. So initially the water table is here at the ground level. When water table drops to minus 6 meter, so what will be the settlement of the clay layer? So here the coefficient of volume compressibility of the clay layer is given, and coefficient of consolidation and the value of unit weight is given 2 gram per cc. So I think we have to apply the second case, that is when coefficient of coefficient of volume compressibility is known, then how to compute the consolidation primary consolidation settlement, that is S 1 degree is equal to mv into delta sigma dash into s. So what is the delta sigma dash? So delta sigma dash, when the first case when the water table is at the ground level, so what will be the effective stress at the middle of the clay layer, and then when the water table drops from 0 to minus 6 meter, so what will be the effective stress? So for clay layer, primary consolidation settlement can be computed mv into delta sigma dash into h. So delta sigma dash, there are two cases. The first case, this is the ground level and this is the water table. 0 minus 10 minus 16, 0 minus 10 minus 16 meter, and then 20 meter, then minus 20 meter. This is sand, clay, sand, sand, clay, sand. And now The second case, when the water table at this position, how much? So this is 0, this is 0, this is minus 6, minus 10, minus 16 and minus 20. So initial, what is the effective stress? Situation 1 and situation 2. So sigma 0 dash 1 is equal to, where we have to find the effective stress? So at the mid of the clay layer. So this is the mid of the clay layer. Middle of the clay layer. So what will be the stress? So 10 into unit weight of sand plus 3 into, because this height thickness of the clay layer is 6 meter. So it will be at the mid is 3 meter. So 3 into unit weight. Sigma 0 dash is the 10 meter, 10 into 100 centimeter into unit weight of the sand when the water table at the ground level is 2 gram per cc. So it will be 2 plus 3 into unit weight of the clay is 2 gram per cc. So 2 minus pore water pressure. So pore water pressure is 10 plus 3. So 13 into 1 minus 13 into 1. So it will be here, of course, 100 centimeter. If I compute once again, so here 10 into 10 into 2, 10 into 2 plus 3 into 3 into 2, 3 into 2 minus 13 into 1, and if I convert in centimeter, so 10 to the power 2. So it will be 20 plus 6, 26 minus 13. So 1300 gram per centimeter square. Sigma 0 dash, when the water table position will be changed, so it will be 6 into 1.5. So 6 into 1.5 plus 4 into 2 plus 3 into 2 minus, now the water table is 7 meters. So 7 into 1 into 10 to the power 2. So it will be 9 plus 8, 17, 17 and 6, 23, 23 minus 7. So 16. So 1600 gram per centimeter square. So what is delta sigma dash? So it will be sigma 0 dash 2 minus sigma 0 dash 1. So it will be 300 gram per centimeter square. So delta sigma dash we have computed. So the settlement, primary consolidation settlement can be computed. That is mb into delta sigma dash into h. So what is the thickness of the clay layer? So the thickness of clay layer is 6 meter. So it will be 600 centimeter into delta sigma dash. Delta sigma dash is 300 gram per centimeter into coefficient of volume compressibility is given, that is 0.02 centimeter square, 0.02 centimeter square per kg. So it is 1000. So the settlement will be in centimeter. So it is 600 into 300 into 0.02 divided by 1000. So it is coming 3.6 centimeter. 3.6 centimeter. So the primary consolidation settlement at the middle of the clay layer is 36 mm. Just we have to find the effective stress at the middle of the clay layer. The second condition, that is the groundwater table at a 6 meter below the ground level. So the answer is 36 mm. Let us take the another question. So third question of the day. This is once again asked in a civil services examination 2008. In a consolidation test, the thickness of saturated specimen of clay layer under consolidation pressure of 100 kilonewton per meter square is 25 mm and its water content is 15%. On increasing the consolidation pressure to 200 kilonewton per meter square, the specimen thickness decreases to 23.5. So initial thickness of the clay layer is how much? 25 mm, and the final thickness means after consolidation it is 23.5 mm. So what is the value of delta H? So H naught minus HF. So it will be 1.5 mm. So if the specific gravity of the clay is now 2.7, so find the compression index of the clay. So sigma 0 dash is how much? 100 kilonewton per meter square, and sigma 0 dash plus delta sigma dash is 200 kilonewton per meter square. So we know that S1 degree primary consolidation settlement is H into Cc divided by 1 plus E naught log to the base 10 sigma 0 dash plus delta sigma dash divided by sigma 0 dash. So we know the value of H. Initial height settlement is, that is 1.5 mm. E naught can be computed, so we have the relation E into S is equal to W into G. So in the consolidation it is a fully saturated soil, so E naught can be written as W into G. So water content of the soil is given, that is 15%. So 15% means 0.15 into 2.7. So the value of E naught is 0.15 into 2.7. So it is 0.405. 0.405. So the settlement from this expression we can compute the primary consolidation settlement, that is, so Cc can be computed as by from equation 1. So settlement is 15 mm, settlement is 1.5 mm, so it will be 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 is equal to initial thickness is 25 mm, so 25 into 10 to the power minus 3 into Cc divided by 1 plus E naught, so 0.405 log to the base 10. Stress increase from 200 to 100, so it will be 200 divided by 100. So here it can be computed as 10 to the power minus 3, 10 to the power minus 3 cancel. So Cc is equal to 1.5 into 1.405, 1.5 into 1.405 divided by 25 into log 2 to the base 10. So it will be 1.5 into 1.405 divided by 25 into log 10. So it is Cc is coming 0.28. 0.28. Coefficient of compression index is 0.28. So let us take the another problem. A strata of normally consolidated of thickness 3 meter is drained on one side only. It has a hydraulic conductivity of 5 into 10 to the minus 8 centimeter per second, and coefficient of volume compressibility MV is 125 into 10 to the power minus 2 centimeter square per kilonewton. Determine the ultimate value of compression of the stratum assuming a uniformly distributed load of 250 kilonewton per meter square, and also determine the time required for 20% consolidation. So here thickness of the layer is given 3 meter, coefficient of permeability is given 5 into 10 to the power minus 8. So it will be 5 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter per second, because 1 centimeter is 10 to the power minus 2. So it will be meter per second. Coefficient of volume compressibility is 125 into 10 to the power minus 2 centimeter square per kilonewton. So it will be 125 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter square per kilonewton, and delta sigma dash is given 250 kilonewton per meter square. So we have the relation for the primary consolidation settlement when MV is known. So MV into delta sigma dash into H. So MV is 125 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter square per kilonewton into delta sigma dash is 250 into 3. So the settlement will be 125 into 250 into 3 into 10 to the power minus 6. So it is 0.09375 meter. So if I convert in mm, so it is 93.75 mm. 93.75 mm is the primary consolidation settlement. In second part, we have to find the time required for the 20% consolidation. So degree of consolidation is given in the second part, that is 20%, and we have to find the time required for the 20% consolidation. So time factor can be computed as pi by 4 into u by 100. So 20 by 100 whole square. So it will be pi into 0.2 square divided by 4. So it is 0.0314 is the time factor. And we have the relation TB is equal to CB into T divided by H square. And H here, H is equal to D because there is a single drainage. So we have to find the coefficient of consolidation. So coefficient of, we have the relation K is equal to CB into MV into gamma W. So CB can be computed as K by MV into gamma W. So coefficient of permeability is 5 into 10 to the power minus 10. So 5 into 10 to the power minus 10 into unit weight of water. If I will take 10 kilonewton per meter cube. So 10 kilonewton per meter, K by, so it is 5 into 10 to the power minus 10 divided by MV. MV is 125 into 10 to the power minus 6 into 10 kilonewton per meter cube. So it will be, coefficient of consolidation will be 5 into 10 to the power minus 10 divided by 1250 into 10 to the power minus 6. So it is coming 0.04 into 10 to the power minus 5 meter square per second is the coefficient of consolidation. So time can be computed as TB is equal to CB into T divided by H square, and here there is a single drainage, so T can be written as TB into H square divided by CB. So time factor is 0.0314. So 0.0314 314 into 3 square divided by 0.04 into 10 to the power minus 5. So time can be computed as 0.0314 into 9 divided by 0.04 into 10 to the power minus 5. So it is coming t is equal to 706500 second. So divided by 24 into 3600. So it is 8 point, time is 8.177 days. So 20% for the 20% degree of consolidation, 8 days will take to complete the 20% consolidation. Let us take the another problem. A representative sample of a layer of silt clay 5 meter thick were tested in a consolidometer and the following results were obtained. So the initial void ratio is 0.9, pre-consolidation stress 120 kilonewton per meter square, recompression index is 0.03, compression index is 0.27. Estimate the consolidation settlement if the present overburden stress of the layer is 70 kilonewton per meter square and the increase in average stress in the layer is 80 kilonewton per meter square. So sigma 0 dash is given. Sigma 0 dash is how much? That is 70 kilonewton per meter square. 70 kilonewton per meter square, and delta sigma dash is 80 kilonewton per meter square, and pre-consolidation stress is given, that is 120 kilonewton per meter square. 120 kilonewton per meter. So firstly we have to check whether the soil is normally consolidated or over consolidated. So if I compute the over consolidation ratio, OCR is equal to past overburden pressure or pre-consolidation stress divided by present overburden pressure. So it will be 120 by 70. So it will be 12 by 7. 12 divided by 7. 12 divided by 7. So it is coming 1.714. 1.714, which is greater than 1. So it is a soil is over consolidated. Now in case of over consolidated, there are two cases. The first case is whether sigma 0 dash plus delta sigma dash is greater than sigma c dash or less than sigma. So if I compute sigma 0 dash plus delta sigma dash, so it will be 70 plus 80, so 150 kilonewton per meter square, and sigma c dash is 120 kilonewton per meter square. So here sigma 0 dash plus delta sigma dash is greater than pre-consolidation stress. So second case, we can compute the primary consolidation settlement is equal to H into CR divided by 1 plus E naught log to the base 10 sigma C dash divided by sigma 0 dash plus HCC divided by 1 plus E naught log 10 sigma 0 dash plus delta sigma dash divided by sigma C dash. So put the value of thickness of the layer is given, that is 5 meter. So 5 into recompression index, it is given 0.03. So 0.03. Initial void ratio is given how much? So it is 0.9. So 0.9. Pre-consolidation stress is 120 divided by 70 plus 5 into compression index is given 0.27. So 0.27 divided by 1 plus 0.9 log to the base 10 sigma 0 dash plus delta sigma dash is 150 divided by 120. So compute the value of individually. So it will be 5 into 0.03 divided by 1.9 into log 120 by 70. 120 divided by 70. So it is coming 0.0184 0.0185 plus 5 into 0.27 into log 10, it is 150 divided by 120. So it is 0.0689. So the total settlement 0.0185 plus 0.0689. So total is 0.0874 meter. So if I convert in mm, so it is coming 87.4 mm is the primary consolidation settlement in over consolidated soil. So the total settlement is 87.4 mm. Let us take the another problem. So this question is asked in GATE exam. A square footing is to be established in a clay soil at a depth of 2 meter where water table has risen up to ground level as shown in figure. Assume that the net load for the given footing is a constant and that the same is dispersed into clay as shown with load dispersion as 2 vertical to 1 horizontal. We have to take the unit weight of water as 10 kilonewton per meter cube. Net load is 500 kilonewton. Compression index is 0.36. Initial void ratio is 0.92. Saturated unit weight is 19.3 kilonewton per meter cube. So what is the width of the footing required if it is permitted to settle by 120 mm? So the total primary consolidation settlement is 120 mm. And this is the profile is given. This is the footing. So if I compute the settlement, delta sigma dash value, because if I write the settlement equation, so S1 degree is equal to H into Cc divided by 1 plus E naught log 10 sigma 0 dash plus delta sigma dash divided by sigma 0 dash. So here Cc is given, H is given, initial void. So we have to find the effective stress at the mid of the clay layer and change in effective stress. So what will be the effective stress at the mid of the clay layer? So this is the middle of the clay layer. Let us assume middle of the clay layer. So this is 2. So what will be the this thickness? So this is 4 meter. So this 2 meter and this is 2 meter. So this is also 2 meter. So sigma 0 dash if I compute, because saturated unit weight is given and the position of water table at the ground surface. So sigma 0 dash is equal to 2 into 2. So it will be 4 into 19.3, 4 into 19.3 minus 4 into 10. So it will be 4 into 9.3. So it is coming 37.2 kilonewton, 37.2 kilonewton per meter square. Now the load is dispersing. It is 2 vertical to 1 horizontal. So it is 2 vertical, 1 horizontal. So if I compute, so this width is, this is B, and what is this depth? So if this is 2 meter, so tan theta is equal to 2 by 1. Here if I compute, tan theta is equal to 2 by 1 is equal to 2 by x. Let us assume this is x. So what is the value of x? Is 1 meter. Similarly here is also x. So what is the now the modified depth, width of the footing is b plus 2x. So delta sigma dash can be computed as, because it is a case of square footing. So delta sigma dash is equal to net load divided by spread area. So what is the net load? So total load is 500 kilonewton. So 500 divided by B plus the value of x is 1 meter, so it is B plus 2 whole square. So here primary consolidation settlement is given, that is 120 mm. So if I put the value of settlement, height, compression index, so we can compute the value of B. So primary consolidation settlement is maximum value is 120 mm. So 120 into 10 to the power minus 3. Height of the clay layer, so it will be 4 meter. So 4 into cc, so compression index is 0.36 divided by 1 plus 0.9. Initial void ratio is 0.92. So initial void ratio is 0.92 log to the base 10. Sigma 0 dash is 37.2 plus 500 divided by b plus 2 square divided by 37.2. So if I solve it, so 120 into 10 to the power minus 3. So 120 into 1.92 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 4 into 0.36. So this value is 0.16. So we can write log to the base 10 37.2 plus 500 by b plus 2 square divided by 37.2 is equal to 0.16. So 37.2 plus 500 by b plus 2 square divided by 37.2 is equal to 10 to the power 0.16. So 10 to the power 0.16. So it is 1.445. So 37.2 plus 500 by b plus 2 square is equal to 37.2 into 1.445. So it is 53.754. 53.754. So 500 divided by b plus 2 square is equal to 53.754 minus 37.2. So it is 16.554. 16.554. So if I solve this value, so b plus 2 square is equal to 500 divided by 16.554. So it is coming 30.204. 30.204. So b plus 2 is equal to square root of 30.204. So it is 5 point plus minus 5.5. So minus value neglected because b value cannot be negative. So here b is equal to 5.5 minus 2. So here b is equal to 3.5 meter. So the size of the square footing will be 3.5 meter by 3.5 meter. So dear learner, today I have discussed how to compute the secondary consolidation settlement, and then I have solved the various problems that is asked in the civil services examination and GATE exam for the 1 degree consolidation settlement. So in the next class, I will discuss the how to perform the consolidation test in the laboratory by oedometer, and then I will discuss the how to compute the void ratio by change in void ratio method and height of solid method, and then I will discuss the uh, how to compute the coefficient of consolidation. So please stay safe and great, take care of yourself. Thank you.